So we're gonna take a few minutes right now. I would love it if you would join me. You don't need your truck. You can do this right in the comfort of your own home right now. Let's practice some of these moves. Let's become familiar with some of these stretches so that after a long haul or after a day of driving, you can incorporate these into your day and move daily. Now, I know you think about your truck as your place of work. It can also be a place where you work on your physical and mental wellness, even if it's just a little bit. We're gonna start with some stretches here. Think about it. If your wrists are in the same position for an extended period of time, you're going to have some tightness in that area. So I want you to start by taking your steering wheel as a guide and simply pressing your fingertips on the top of the wheel to stretch through the wrist. You're thinking about lengthening through the forearm here, okay? Getting right into the back side of the forearm as well. Now you can take the wrists, flip them over, and do the stretch this way. So when your truck is stopped, this is a great way just to stretch out those wrists, stretch out your forearms. Okay, you can come to the side of your wheel just like that as well. And then take your hands to the bottom of the wheel and stretch that out. Good, you'll feel the lengthening in those muscles that have been shortened while you've been driving. So a nice wrist stretch around your wheel is a great thing when you're stopped. Your lower lumbar muscles can get really tight from sitting in the same position. So again, when your truck is stopped, go ahead and place your right hand on the left side of your wheel and slowly rotate, dropping your shoulders, keeping them away from your ears, and just feeling again that lengthening through the lower back area. Hold each stretch between 15 and 20 seconds, and you'll feel that loosening begin to happen. Then take your left hand, place it on your right wheel, and do the same in the opposite direction. Just hold. Make sure your shoulders are dropped nice and low. You don't want to shrug them up. Nice and low. Away from your ears. And again, you can go side to side a few times, holding each stretch for again between 15 and 20 seconds, just to feel that lengthening and loosening in your lower lumbar. Your shoulders are another area that can begin to internally rotate as you drive. So you're sitting for a long period of time, you start to get tired, and what starts to happen? You start to round in the upper shoulder blades. Well, we want to make sure that those are rotated back and tall. So even while you're driving, pay attention to your posture. To stretch that out, you can go ahead and grab your opposite elbow with the opposite hand, pull that elbow towards you, and you'll feel that lengthening through that middle back muscle right behind. That can often get pinched from sitting still for a long period of time, so you want to lengthen that back out. So hold that for 15 to 20 seconds. Switch sides and pull across the body. So you're thinking of separating your shoulder blades, rounding through the shoulder blades and opening them back up. That's it. Do each side a few times and feel that good stretch in that back there. Next, I want you to do a few neck stretches. Again, your head's in a stationary position. So be sure that you actually twist to the side and hold it. You're gonna lengthen through these neck extensors right at the side of your neck there. So everyone try that. Drop your shoulders away from your ears and then turn all the way to the other side and hold. Again, you're lengthening through that area there. I want you to try dropping chin to chest. And you'll feel that right up your back neck extensors right there. And then go ahead and put chin to the ceiling, stretching through this neck right in the front there. To increase these stretches, now I want you to take your hand and just gently on the one side, tilt to the side. So your ear is going towards the ceiling there. Again, you're gonna give a little extra stretch and switch sides here. Just a little extra stretch there. And that's good. After a long ride, you probably feel like those pec muscles right in here are quite shortened. After all, you're sitting in this position for a long period of time and those muscles haven't been lengthened. So a chest stretch is a great way to do that. You can go ahead and take that arm, even place it behind you and lengthen in through this pectoral, major and minor muscles right there. I like to hold each side, again, for about 15 to 20 seconds, and you will really feel like that has been tight for a long time. This stretch is so great. Go ahead and switch sides here. Take your arm behind. Even if you can reach the headrest of the other side, anything where you can open up. This could also be done standing outside of your truck with one arm on the door and then just opening up just to lengthen again through that chest. You're going from anterior rotating to exposing and lengthening out into those muscles right there. Once your ride is complete, it's a great idea just to stand up out of your seat and start doing some front and back bends. Again, you've had this shortened hip flexor for an extended period of time. Now we want to lengthen it back out. And you can start by doing some front and back bends just like this. So nice and slow to the front, return to the back and feel again those abs stretching. You're feeling those lower back muscles stretching. And it's just a nice slow movement. Now you can take it side to side. A little side bend right here, lengthening through your obliques, and switch sides right here just to stretch that out. Okay, another one side to side. And here. Great. Now let's stretch the legs out a little bit. Let's do an IT band stretch where you're gonna cross one leg in front of the other. I want you to reach up into the ceiling, take a deep breath in, and slowly hinge forward, down, down, as low as you can go. We're trying to lengthen out those hamstrings that again have been shortened by sitting. So holding this stretch and just again getting as deep as you can go without hurting yourself. You wanna feel that stretch. A slight pull, but no pain. This should feel on that IT band right up the side of your leg. Let's switch sides. Other leg isn't crossed. Deep breath in, and I want you to hinge forward at the waist, all the way down, down as low as you can go, and holding that there. Good. And I slowly round up through the back. We can stand up tall, roll those shoulders back right here as well. Bring them up high and then drop them as low as you can go. Just like that. Another great exercise is to add some walking lunges or even stationary lunges into your move. You can stand outside your truck, take a step forward, drop your back knee, continue on, or you can just do a stationary position where one foot is in front, one behind, a little pelvic tilt here and shoulders back. You're gonna drop nice and low and push through the heels. Now the benefit of this is that you're extending again through those hip flexors. So let's try that. One foot in front, one behind. You can hold on to something and just drop nice and low, push through the heels, come back to standing. I want your shoulders back nice and tall. And even if you couldn't manage this, you could go into a stretch position here where your back heel is into the ground. You're leaning forward as low as you can, stretching through that hip flexor, that tight hip area, and opening it right back up. You can add a few hip openers here, up and around, just to get that ball and socket, that hip ball and socket, nice and loose after hours of driving. And my final suggestion is for you to go on a little walk. You want to get that heart rate up. You want to elevate the blood flow. You've been sedentary for hours. Now it's time to get the blood pumping and the heart working. This helps reduce inflammation, disease, and decay. So if you can go around your truck a few times, maybe down the road and back, if you can't do any of those, maybe even some standing high knees like this, go ahead and give that a shot. 2 minutes of this will definitely get the heart rate up. 2 minutes of squats just like this will definitely get the heart rate up. 2 minutes of stepping up to your cab and down will get the heart rate up, or going for a nice walk before dinner, before you shower. That's a great way, again, to increase your heart rate, which decreases inflammation, disease, and decay.